Hey Yesterland fans, I'm Neal, aka the Mundus, and on today's episode of the Toys That Made Sense, we're going over Valaverse's Action Force line. That's right, we're going over another installment of an Action Force figure. It's the Infantry Commando. Remember this, guys? We got notice on it that this would be shipped in October sometimes. Well, it's a few weeks late, and that's okay to be expected. But we got notice on this guy back at GIJOE Fest in June, right? Bobby announced this on the panel that, hey, this is going to be a Dorkside exclusive. So you had to go to Dorkside Toys in order to buy this. This wasn't a big bad toy store. And I don't know if he's going to be doing this from his website at some point or if this was just a special deal that he did with Dorkside. But anyways, we've got it in-house. I'm going to get this guy in studio. We're going to break him down, dive deep, check him out, see what he has to offer, comparing them to some other figures. So, hey, guys, I'm looking forward to it. So you know what to do. Grab your favorite beverage and snack, and I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, guys, here we go. I've got him in studio. We're looking at the Infantry Commando here. And right off the bat, man, we get that beautiful bubble open window. Now, remember in my last video, in that Motu video, where I told you about how they set back Mechanic and the Ground Ripper and all that real estate's not being used and they need to bring it forward? This is the comparisons that I'm making, okay? Look at this. The way Bobby designs these packages for these action figures, yes, you know, they're about an inch, you know, maybe 2 inches, 2.5 inches, you know, wide. But look at, there's a lot of real estate there in the back, but the way you counter that is you bring that figure forward. And that's what Mattel failed to do on that packaging. And I got some feedback on that saying, oh, well, that's, you know, that doesn't ruin the item itself. No, but it ruins the presentation. And that's all I was trying to make. But anyways, let's not get off on that because today it's all about the Infantry Commando. But anyways, looking at this, you see how he brings him forward. We have all this area here being used, displaying what we're getting. And that's the focal point of this, what I was trying to make. Using that real estate, bringing the action figure forward so you know what you got and what you're getting. And you're not having to look back there if you're a mint on card collector, like where in the heck is the rest of my stuff? So don't want to beat that too much, but I just wanted to make that quick comparisons. Anyways, looking at the Infantry Commando, check it out. We got Valaverse down here, insignia in the bottom. We got the 14 plus recommendation, right? Because this is a collector's toy. Looking at the figure overall, he's got that nice pattern of camo going on. I see a plethora of accessories, even going down past the Action Force, you know, name here in the box. They almost dip down there below half of it. We got a hand down here. We got another hand down here. So this thing's going to have hands galore. But anyways, looking at the figure, I'll tell you right now, man, he looks badass. He looks so cool. I like looking at this two-tone telescoping stock. Looks like it's an AR-15. Then we get that different head up there. We get the African-American head. It comes already with the Caucasian head on. We get a helmet and all that. So we're going to get this stuff out of the box. So let's just go into the box real quick. And there we have it, right? There's your Dorkside Toys exclusive. So there's probably a good chance that this maybe won't be sold on Bobby's actual website because this was an exclusive between the two of them. But you never know. If they ever have overstock, maybe they might release some and sell some extras on his site. One can hope if you missed out on one from Dorkside. But flipping around to the back, we get this nice picture referencing that kind of that first thing that I see is it's that 80s GIJOE 3 3/4 inch card style coming off. It's kind of paying homage to that, but we got this diamond plate, steel plate behind him, and I really like what he did here on this picture. It's very vibrant. It pops out, and there's the Infantry Commando. So looking at it, file name, it's various. So basically, you can name this guy whatever you like. His primary specialty is the 11B Infantry. Secondary skills are various. Birthplace is various. Rank affiliation, various. Republic Territory Guard. So basically, guys, this is the imagination is yours, right? You have the world on this. You can make this guy whoever you want him to be, a special ops guy from wherever, any part of the world. And that's what's great about this and how Bobby left this open. So really cool. You can actually scan up here and save or get scan this IR code here, and it'll take you to Bobby's website, and you can look at and shop at all his different sections of his page and all the different items that are for sale. We get the future action points to save onto here. We'll be saving these as time goes on. We've got his Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channels. You know, check them out. If you haven't followed him and you don't know his backstory, you need to go do it now. And then turning it back over here to the side, Infantry Command SDS 05. And then we're back to the figure itself, and then Action Force, all the legal mumble jumble and the barcode and all that stuff on there. So guys, without further ado, let's dig this out. Let's get him compared to the other Action Forces guys, and let's build this dude and see what he has to offer. All right, guys, here we go. We've got the Infantry Commando out of the package. And as you can see, we got a plethora of accessories. I actually counted around 16 at the MSRP of $31.99. You're not getting all these accessories like you would in the classifieds line. You're not getting it. And look at this nice two-tones, or correction, not two-tone, but coyote tan stand that comes with this figure. Just accents him so great when he's going to be up there with the rest of your Action Force line. So I am very, very pleased at the price point here, and I'm pleased with the accessories that are given to us. It just makes this guy bounce. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm getting my money's worth, right? $31.99, 16 accessories, and a stand. Great packaging. Good backstory on what you can do with this figure, and name him and put him wherever you want in the universe of Action Force, and it doesn't get any better. So let's dig right into it. Let's pull him off the stand here, and let's see how his articulation is. Now, as always with Bobby's line here of Action Force, you need to preheat some of this stuff up. Loosen him up, because he does come stiff. The joints are tight. He is pinless, right? So I have not done that here because for posability purposes and accessorizing, I kind of wanted to keep him as stiff as I can. But I know that Bobby will not let us down when it comes to posability on this. He hasn't done it from Series 1, and he isn't stopping now. So we know these figures will pose however you want them to pose, and their best poses for you and your imagination. But moving down, we got that boot style rocker on the ankle, on both feet here. The legs turn out side to side, or correction, the boots turn side to side on the calf. He does bend at the knee. Like I said, mine is a little stiff. I'm not going to force it because I do not want to snap it, but we know they bend there. Coming up on the thigh, we get this nice thigh Kydex holster, and we get a little bag on the side. Could be a medicine bag, whatever your imagination is. Then we got a nice little belt up here for, you know, like if you were having to pull your partner out of combat, you have something to hold on to, as well as up here on his plates. But obviously, it's just molded into the plate pack. But anyways, moving up around the crotch area, he's on those ball joints. He turns out side to side. Look how, even though I know on some of the G.I. Joe classified lines, it's really, really noticeable, the line, but look at that. On that thigh line, you could barely see it. So I love how he's intrigued that camo to help cover and cross over the lines where it matches up. And when you put it back center, look at that. The camo is right back on. You can't even tell there's lines there. So you can move those thighs out and those arms at the waist. Now, moving into the crotch, there's really nothing much to it other than it's the base of the crotch. And then moving up to the abdomen, here's what I really, really thought was pretty freaking clever and very smart, and what an awesome design. As you rotate on his ball joint for his chest, look at that. We have the shirt, the continued shirt there tucked down into the waistline. It's not like it's a solid plastic piece of just green or that light tannish color. And we know right now when we see that on the sides, we know it's one of those military style shirts, and for the life of me, I don't know what they're called, but they have a two-tone, and it's a breathable material for soldiers when they're wearing their fatigues, so they'll breathe. So I know right now when I look at that, that's what you know, I'm supposed to imagine is he's got one of those shirts on. So I love how that's incorporated into the abdomen. So it looks like his shirt's on, and then he's got his plate pack on top. Moving up to the plate pack, we got a carabiner. We got 2 mags. I can't pull them out because my fingernails are short, but I do know they're removable. And we got a removable knife here. That's a black tone knife with a little bit of a shiny gloss, as you can tell, so it makes it look like it's a real blade. The radio mic on the lapel here, it does not move, but it does have a realistic radio cord coming out to the back. And this time around, Bobby's included where the antenna goes into the radio, into the comms and all that. It's permanent there. It does not pop out. The plate pack in the rear lines up perfectly with the pinhole. Again, moving up onto the shoulders. As you can tell, there's the rest of the shirt, right? As we see the two-tone in the shirt here, the light tan moving up the side of the body. We also see that in the shoulder. So we know he's got that breathable material shirt on for the armpit area. And then obviously we can see it rounding on the shoulders. Very clever, very smart, awesome design. You know, this is a good toy manufacturer and inventor and creator that is putting the love of what's realistic with soldiers in the world into the characters. And that's what I love about this line, the realism. Not that Classifieds isn't real or realized in some of their figures. It's just he's taken that extra step to provide a better product. So it's totally awesome. I can't talk enough about it. Anyways, we get these, we get his gloves here. He's got the, like the Kevlar material on the knuckles, you know, for like if he had to pound through doors or he's on the ground or whatever he's having to do, so he doesn't injure those hands. Moving up to the bicep, we see it's pinless. The arms do bend down. There's a 360 motion there on both sides. So you really got posability in the hand feature. And then the head here. The head's turned side to side. We get the scarf, dust scarf, or whatever they call those. I don't know the official name for them. But anyways, he's got great posability with his head. And that's about as far as he can look up. And that's about as far as he can look down. But he can look side to side. So anyways, and it's totally 360 if you had to, for whatever reason. But anyways, moving along. Awesome figure. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's accessorize him. So you can switch out, like I said, you can put the African-American head on, but for review purposes, I'm just going to accessorize him with the Caucasian head on. He comes with this pistol. Looking at the pistol, I can't really tell what it is. It might be an H&K. I don't think it's a SIG, but correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody can tell that design, and just drop me a comment and let me know what you think that pistol is. Goes perfectly into his Kydex holster here. Fits nice and snug. It's not loose. It's not going to fall out if your figure falls over and you're standing, you lose that weapon anywhere. Now we do get a total of 6 different interchangeable hands with the extra set on the top. You have a closed fist punch. You have right-handed. He can hold his rifle right-handed underneath the front of the barrel, or we have another open hand. That's probably, or closed hand. That's going to be probably more for pistol holding. This is going to be set up probably maybe more for rifle. I don't know, but we got a loose finger there that comes out into a hook, so it actually goes into the trigger well. And then over here we have the left hands that come with it closed. It's basically a reverse of whatever the right hands are. Moving up, we get this nice AR-15 rifle. We can see right there, we see the bolt in there, or it's the dust plate. I don't know what that is. It is not a telescope in stock. I would love to see that at some point. I think that would be really cool if Bobby designs that, but that just might be something that never gets done. But I've always thought that would be kind of cool to give us a telescope in stock. We get a nice optic up there on the front, basic in black. He's got that pistol grip holder up front. He's got a rail here for accessory to put a flashlight, whatever he needs to put on there. We got the barrel, and then we got the muzzle flasher, or muzzle flash suppressor, or the silencer, whatever it may be. But overall, it's a bitchin' looking rifle. Moving into the helmet. It's just the standard helmet, which comes with the night vision capability. You just pop that sucker right in there. You can pop it with the optics up. And I really like that there's that little paint glow. Gives it that hint of it's actually that they're actually on. And then if you flip it around and change it, boom, now he's got him on for over his eyes, depending on whichever head you're going to use. So that's really cool. And then coming into the comms, we got the comms here that come on. And now I have said this in the past on these. I think they're a cool rendition. You can pop these off here, but I'm not really fond of them because they're so tiny and they're so small. So for me and my purposes, I just kind of leave them off, but you can interchange them and pop those pieces out of there and put them on. It's just not something that I'm really fond of doing. He doesn't need to be a radio operator for me per se, but let's see how he holds this rifle. So actually this might be the pistol. This might be the pistol hand. Let's see. I think so. I think that's the pistol hand. So let me pull the pistol back out. Let's drop the pistol down in there, into the hand. Nope, I guess that is going to be the rifle hand. But one of the functionalities of these action figures that Bobby has designed is he's practical when he holds the rifle. And that's what I really, really like. When you put that rifle down in his hand, either hand, right or left, you're going to get that functionality of the realism of him holding the rifle. And then that finger comes up into the trigger well area, like so. Bring that rifle in, and however you want to hold it. If you want to switch his hand out, now I'm not going to do it. Like I said, I would need to warm him up, but I'm not going to do that. But you can bring him up to where he would actually hold. He's in the position of where he can hold that barrel or hold that pistol grip there, like so. And you can, you can put it in a palm. He could put his palm hand on there where he's actually holding it. So for posability purposes and for review purposes, I'm just going to have him, we'll just take the weapon out for now, and that's it. We'll just have him holding it up in the air like he's going into combat. Or he's standing there with his fellow guys. But anyways, let's bring him in to accessorize, or correction, let's bring him in to compare with some of his troops and see how he fits in with the line. Again, I'm pretty damn stoked at this. This guy's a really, really cool figure. He's going to display perfectly with your Action Force line. So let's bring in some other guys now and see how he sits. Now, we'll give him the center stage, but I'm going to swing Desert Rat in there. He's going to make a special appearance. We got Tim Kennedy right here up front. He's coming in. Check this out, guys. Isn't this pretty cool? This is pretty badass. Actually, let's move him up here because he's the star of the show. There we go. So what do you think, man? Tell me what you think. Does he fit in with this line? I think so. I think he'll fit in perfectly even with your classifieds line. So guys, I'm not going to go any further into this. I hope you love this review. As always, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Go up, check out Valaverse.com to get all your action figures here. Bobby's putting out great product. This is what the fans want. It's realism. Great backstory with this Action Force line. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, share it amongst your friends, the toy community. And as always, I'll see you in Yesterland.